Hello and welcome to the Hammer Time podcast, the official podcast of the Rugby Warhammers, Lincolnshire's number one and only baseball team.
Oh yeah.
I'm Matt, and to my right is the catcher supremo, Mr. Jack Dundas.
Hello, that's me.
That's him, that's Jack Dundas. So, essentially the podcast, we are going to be talking about our journey through the AAA division this year. After a few successful years, myself and Jack, we're going to explore all the avenues that we can go down. We're going to talk about teams, we're going to talk about the division in itself, and baseball. So, Jack Dundas, AAA baseball.
Oof.
You excited, ready to get going?
Big step up, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, we've got some big teams this year. So in our division, we have got the likes of Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds, Newcastle. You know, we got some big journeys to go upon this year. And the adventure of it all is we're playing regarded teams. We're playing those teams who have been around for a long time. They're really highly regarded teams.
Yep.
And, you know, little old rugby, we're just going to be pushing and forcing ourselves
it's crazy
into that division.
Yeah. Well, it's mad as well because you got all these teams that as soon as you say it, Manchester, everyone knows that.
It's insane.
Then you mention Rugby Warhammers. So many people.
And the funniest thing is every time you say that, people are like, who are rugby?
Yeah, exactly. Where's rugby?
So, who are rugby? So, for people who are listening, who are new to who we are a tiny village in Lincolnshire, in the Shire.
Yeah.
And we started down in 2021 during COVID, and people were just keen to get going. And from there, we have just built our way all the way up. We've gone through single, double, and now we're in AAA. So the format is AAA. This year, Jack, so we're going to be heading over to some massive teams.
Yeah,
what is going to be your favourite team, do you think? So we've got all these teams to go from.
I don't know. Honestly, going up this league, because there are so many new teams we've not played against, I can't say who I'm excited to play against. I think we need to play against. I'm excited for all of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I am.
For all of them.
I'm really excited about going to Liverpool Trojans, who we know are AAA champions.
Yep.
We get to play, so our first game next week is against Bootle, which is another Liverpool team. Shout out to Bootle because they are a great bunch of guys. Their team manager, Terry, you know, we got on really well with him. He's such a great guy. And we're looking forward to that battle with the Liverpool Trojans, who are the AAA champions. So the aspect of the game that I'm looking forward to the most is just the general speed. It's just the speed of the game. Batting, fielding. I'm excited to see how that goes about.
Of course, yeah.
As the catcher this year, so for people who don't know, Jack
very
is
new.
the rookie catcher this year.
Yeah, baby.
What are you nervous about? So if you're looking forward to the season, what are you nervous about going into it?
I think it's, as you just mentioned, the speed.
Yeah.
So I'm quite comfortable because with the catching position, even though we're going against teams we've not played against, I'm always catching off of someone that I'm training with, someone on the team. It's not like I'm catching against another team pitcher. So it's more the speed, being ready to throw out to someone trying to steal, just seeing how quick people move, and that in general, to be honest. But again, it's a new position for me. So anytime you try something for the first time and you jump straight in, especially at AAA,
I'll tell you what is nice as well. When Jack's got all his gear, he's got his new gear, there's nothing better as a catcher than putting that helmet on for the first time.
I feel like a Spartan.
You
feel invincible.
You look 100%. Like a Power Ranger as well, like a classic Power Ranger. So in that division, we've got obviously all these big teams. The exciting, again, we spoke about the dynamic of how it's going to work. I'm looking forward to seeing them come to our place. So we call our place Hammer Park. And it's a lot different to how a lot of teams we go to. So if anybody's seen the Field of Dreams, we have this lovely field behind us. And during season time, it all grows and it looks awesome. It looks outstanding. The only problem is we lose a lot of balls doing it. So AAA baseball, we moved up from double. We was very fortunate to win the division last year. But we got a taster in the playoffs. We got a taster of AAA baseball when we faced a highly regarded Richmond side. That was difficult, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. From the start.
That was difficult.
It was scary, really, how crazy the difference was.
The first pitch when Harry threw it, he just hit this home run. We thought,
straight away. We were like, okay, here we go. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the big boy league now.
What did you think? You know, when you stepped up and they just smashed Harry for a home run? Because he was outfield last year.
It was one of those moments. At the start of a game, most times, you got a chance to get a feel for it. Yeah. You're seeing people swing. you get a lot of infield balls, occasionally outfield balls early on, but not very much. So to have something straight away, just go straight over your head, home run straight away. It's very.
I was catching that game.
Okay, here we go. Right, outfield. We're gonna have to wake up.
I was
straight away.
Yeah, I was catching that game. As soon as I got my hand ready to go,
gone.
Bang! I thought, my days, we're in for a long.
Let's go take a seat.
And essentially, we got a big humping. Really, we lost 18-0, I think.
Yeah, I think that's we're not used to that as a team. Either.
No.
I mean, I'm not trying to toot our own horn. I think we've played quite well, and we've played a lot of games where we've smashed it. So to be on the receiving end of the ones getting hammered, hashtag not hammer time, is it's a bit of a shock, isn't it? It's definitely a shock. But it's a learning curve for sure.
It's a massive learning curve, and things we learned from that game. We learned the fact that we have to learn to get points from the bat itself.
Yeah.
We quite an offensive side. We like to steal, don't we? We like to do that, and we need to learn how to get points with the bat.
100%.
But so we're going on to AAA. We're going to go down that avenue. If to compete at AAA level, obviously the standard from AA to AAA is massive in itself.
Yeah.
Aspects of the game you personally want to see the team improve on. What aspects do you want us to improve on?
I think just vocalization's a good one.
Yeah.
I find as a team, we start off quite enthusiastic and being loud. And then from that game, we kind of realized when we start to lose, everybody sort of goes quiet.
Yeah.
And I think that actually is the defeating point. Because we've gone, okay, this is a bit more difficult. We still need to keep up that vocalization as a team. But we tend to go kind of quiet, I think. And then everything just falls apart because nobody knows who's going for what, who's going for that high ball. So I think trying to just get people to constantly be vocal, shout at each other is definitely key.
We've been very fortunate this off-season as well. We've had loads of new people come. We've had a load of rookies. We've had some experienced guys come over. I'm looking forward to see. So obviously if people follow us on the social media, we have Chase, we have Devon.
Yeah.
But also I'm looking forward to seeing people like Wombat, John. These are genuine rookies who have never played baseball before. I'm looking how they're going to perform in game time, how they read the situation. So at the weekend gone by, we was very fortunate we had an infield, an inter-team game, which I thought went really well. I mean, you weren't there, I know, but we managed to work out a few things. It was just nice getting back on the plate, getting back to swinging a bat, which is always hard. I mean, I was rusty. I was rusty in that. Quite a few of us. We were chopping and swinging. But again, it was really nice to get out there. Batting, your arch nemesis.
Yeah,
the
it's
bat.
mine. Unfortunately, that's my kryptonite. The nerves get the better of me.
Are you looking forward to getting on the plate this year? Because last year you were struggling with the plate.
I'm more ready this year. Even just in practice, my batting's been better.
Yeah.
So if I carry that on in a game, better practice equals better in-game batting. So
when you watch the videos on Facebook or anywhere, and you see these 12-year-olds hitting absolute dingers, you're like, what?
That's crazy.
That's so unfair.
Yeah, but they're getting pitch slower balls.
That's right.
I'd still miss those, to be fair.
Our first league game, we got Bootle this year.
Yes.
Which I'm really looking forward to. We go there every year. And very fortunately, this year, we get to go to the same place twice. Love the area. It's a big baseball field, Liverpool.
Yeah. It's a nice field.
It's a nice field. Are you confident going into this first game? Are you looking forward to the fact we've got a decent record going against Liverpool? Bootle itself, we've got a good record going against that. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to see what the team can bring this year regarding Bootle. Like we said, we know they've got decent batsmen. We know they've got good lead-off batsmen. The pitching is good.
Yeah.
The edge probably we get on them sometimes is the fact that we can steal a bit more. But generally, they are a really good team. And they came up with us this year. I am looking forward to seeing how their batsmen can compete with our... We've got a big pitching group this year.
Yeah.
We've got 4 or 5 pitchers. What do you feel comfortable? So, when we go against Liverpool...
Yes.
What do you think that we are capable of when we go there? It was we're looking at what scoreline we can get, or what do you feel comfortable in regarding when we go there?
Well, again, like you said, I think our strong point is very much stealing. So once we know we can get people on bases, that's when we shine.
I mean, as a catcher this year, you've got to be switched on.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Again, that's one of the things I'm nervous about is that speed.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all well and good catching balls on pitch that, but if I'm trying to pick someone off, going from 1 to 2, I need to know they're going ready and be quick. But yeah, no, I think definitely the stealing thing. In general, I just look forward to playing any game we go to. And again, if we win, great. If we lose, we just have to learn from that. What do we do wrong? What could we be better at? What can we learn from them as a team?
Yeah.
Like you said straight away, when I first started as a newbie, before I'm even up to bat or it's my position to play anywhere, you'd be over, right, watch him, look at what they're doing. So I think even experienced players, we need to do that, especially with going against teams this year we've not played against.
Yeah, and I think you've hit that key point this year. We've got to go on with them experienced players. The experienced players not carry the side. I'm not saying they'll carry the side, but they'll just help us tick along nicely and hopefully integrating these new guys coming in. The interesting fact, so we play 2 2-hour games on a day, and the pitching format works. If they pitch in one game, they can't pitch in another.
Yeah.
So for the past few years, we've had probably the best pitcher in the league, Harry Haddingham. He's been fantastic. Teams have struggled with him. And I've often wondered, we've got great pitcher in Sean.
Yeah.
Sean Swartz, great pitcher. Beyond that, Deck started to come on nicely last year. Declan. But we have got such a good call this year. So we've got Harry, we've got Sean, we've got Deck stepping into pitch now.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of the new guys looking at pitching. As a catcher, you've got to be switched on. You've got to be looking at that. And I am looking forward to seeing how that pitching group goes, how we can evolve that in baseball, how we can use so many pitchers going in there. I'm looking forward to seeing fast pitchers, slow pitchers, which other ones got, because they're what we've struggled with in the past. When we've gone into plate, we've had curveball pitchers who throw a lot of curveballs, and we've always been left swinging. We've always gone swinging at it. So, favourite pitch when you're on the dish, when you're hitting them, which pitch do you like to have coming at you?
I like a fastball.
Straight
down the middle.
Straight down the middle. Easy
I'd
peasy.
like to know. I prefer to know where the ball's going to be as opposed to speed.
Have you got a home run celebration this year?
I need to work on that.
Who's got the home run hammer, by the way?
Is it Harry?
Has Harry got the home run hammer?
I don't know.
It went between about 4 of us last year.
I think it might be Harry. I think Harry might have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely not me. I know that much. That's why I haven't had to work on my home run celebration. I need to hit a home run first.
He's going to name it now. Who's going to win on the intergroup home run? Who's got the most home runs this year?
I'm going to have to give a shout out to the new guy, Chase, I think.
Do you reckon Chase is going to do it? Chase is our fellow American.
I think he's been saving his best hits for games.
He can't hit anything in soft toss, so I'm hoping when it comes to
the serious games,
stuff, I hope he can perform.
Chase, I expect big things.
Top 3 then. So you're going Chase number 1,
Chase
number 2.
Harry's always pretty.
Yeah, he's pretty reliable.
Harry's reliable for that.
Yeah.
So Harry number 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to give you 3, I think.
Me?
Yeah. I just have a feeling. This year.
You got a feeling this year. Home run celebration. So I like to put the sword in the pouch. So as I run around, I like to do that. Classic. What would be yours? Come on. Name your home run celebration.
Just anything excited little man. Yeah,
just, home run.
Just that. I pretend to look shocked, even though in reality I'm just shocked.
What, that you hit the ball?
That's
or you got a home
exactly
run?
That and a home run.
That and a home run.
Just they're like, whoa, let's go. I don't know. Or just easy.
Yeah. So
I'll work on it.
You're working on your home run.
I'll work on
You're working on your home run. So stealing wise,
yes.
Last year I was lead stealer.
Yep.
What are you going for? Who's going to steal the most this year?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm confident this year.
You're confident. You're going to get on base this year.
Big leads. I'm taking big leads this year. I'm going.
Are you stealing from 2 to 3 as well this year?
Yeah. I'm stealing everything, mate. I might even steal home at some point.
Different aspects of the game. So fielding, batting. Me personally, I really enjoy the defensive side, the fielding of it. So I like the fact that you've got the infield and you've got the outfield. So obviously, for people who are listening, we've got the outfield, which is your centre field, right field, left field, and then we've got the infield where you got your first baseman, second baseman, shortstop, third base, and catcher.
Yeah.
Aspects of fielding. I know you're a keen fielder. I know you enjoy the fielding side of baseball.
Yeah.
What do you like? What gets you really going? What gets you excited when you're playing in that moment?
In outfield is always good. I like the moment, like you said, you've got attack and defense. Attack's obviously when you're up batting and you're trying to score points. Defense is always fun because there's that whole, I can stop you here in your tracks. Especially as like an outfield, if someone hits a ball that's not necessarily a pop-up outfield, straight up ball, but like out towards you. When you hit a ball like that, as a batter, it feels good.
Yeah.
And you think, that's a hell of a hit.
You do, yeah.
And as an outfield, to then catch that ball,
it's
almost like being like denied. Because you know that they're running. Yeah. Cool, if he misses this, I've got the opportunity for a double here, or even a triple. I could even get to third if I wanted to, like if they really mess up. But to have that, especially when you have to like make that bit of effort to get to where it's going, to reach out and grab that ball, that's a phenomenal.
I like
feeling,
that bit of 100%. On the outfield. When you hit a fly ball and you're either playing centre left or whatever, and you can just see that player's got to tag up. You got to remember when you're on base about tagging up.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's really good when you can get somebody out and throw it back to that.
Exactly.
But
because you've caught that person, you've got somebody else out as well.
Yeah. I love the fact when you look at outfield when you're watching baseball on the telly, and they make it look so easy.
Oh yeah,
don't they? They make it look like they've got. But actually, when you're in that moment,
it's a massive space to fill.
When you're in that moment and that ball goes in anything, I don't know if I'm going to get there.
Exactly.
And then you pin your ears back and you go, "Whoa, I'm too far, and then the ball goes over your head.
Again, that is where the whole teamwork communication thing comes in.
Oh, man,
like you said, if you've got a ball coming out between centre field and right field, or between centre and left, and it's dead in the middle, you can't just expect one or the other to go for that. That's where you both sort of need to make that effort in, and then whoever's calling for that ball, that's their ball.
Absolutely.
And the other person going is there for support only. And again, infield also have to make their part. Shortstop needs to come out a bit to receive if it's going to someone with not as strong a throw. Again, like you say, you make it look easy. You get guys in MLB, in outfield, they can throw that ball to bloody home straight from outfield. There's no way.
Like me. Not like me.
Absolutely.
I can throw it back to the infield. That's about it.
Yeah.
But we know, regarding like the rugby Warhammers, we got some great outfielders. Yourself, you're an exceptional. We've had past couple of years. We've had players like Cav.
Yeah.
My brother, he was a great outfielder. Mike's a great outfielder. He's making that transition into first base this year.
Have you noticed all of our outfielders are all really short as well?
Exactly. We like to pounce.
That's it.
We don't believe in having tall outfielders.
Of course we don't.
If that ball's going for a home run, we like to give the attacking side that moment.
Little poodle legs running.
Yeah, we like to get. We don't like tall outfielders.
No, of course we don't.
But we've had some great outfielders over the years. In these first few years. On the infield, again, the infield, yes, it's a bit more busier, it's a bit more tactical.
Yes.
With your double plays and plays to one. But again, the outfield to me, it's got some real fine art to it with people tracking. And I'm looking forward to that this year. The fact that, we're playing these teams who can hit the ball. I'm looking forward to be able to track back. Yeah. Looking forward to trying to catch that. And you see more. I think you just see more of the game.
It's a good place
when
to
you're
be.
On the infield, everything is in front of you.
Yeah.
And the what is with the infield, if it isn't your day, you can almost guarantee that ball is coming to you.
Yeah.
And if it isn't your day,
infield's very tunnel vision in terms of, because everything's so close in front of you. You can't see. You can, but you can't. Yeah. You can't see everything going on. You need to almost focus there and look around. Yeah. Whereas in outfield, you can stare ahead of you and you can see everything going on. Mm. So infield is definitely like you're going to have to.
On our team we got the likes of Sean, great second baseman. Myself, I played there. We got Declan Armstrong. I think he's one of the best infielders in the league.
Definitely.
I think Dec's fantastic. We've had past legends, Buff Bailey.
Shout out Buffy.
Shout out to Buff, because he's been exceptional on first base this year.
Oh my God.
Coaching first base this year. He's passed on his knowledge to Super Mike.
Yes.
We've got Rob there. We've got Devon. We've got a big selection to go with.
Yeah.
Going on for the infield. But the intricacy of the infield just amazes me, really.
Yeah.
Knowing to throw them double runs. I mean, you've never had the experience of being on the infield.
No, that's why it shocked me as a catcher.
Yeah.
When the first couple of training nights as a catcher, one of the first nights, I wasn't even really doing much physical stuff. It was more learning the calls and where to look and what to do when someone's going from there to here. And it's like, whoa, this is a lot to take on.
Catching is so pivotal. So your communication to the pitcher, where the runner's going, who's running where. You're trying to marshal your infield, because if you've got a batsman that coming, catcher's a great position along with that infield. And it's just going to be interesting this whole season when we review our games, talk to players, bring them all in, and what they think is happening on the infield, how they're expecting it all to happen.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a very, very fun part of the season, watching people's review. First people we're going to get on there. I want to try and get superstar Deck Armstrong. I think he's going to be our first one.
Yeah, Deck needs to come on. 100%.
Yeah, get Deck on here. He's going to talk to us why he loves baseball, how he started baseball, and how it makes him feel. Because me and you, we both love the game. We love baseball, and we love the fact of what it helps bring us through. You know, we all work for a living, and we get to come here. What attracted you? What made you, Jack, stay? You know, for the guys who are listening, what makes you think?
The sport itself, to begin with. I mean, I'm very new to baseball. I joined the club with no baseball knowledge at all. For me, it was very much, I need to try something new. I'd obviously moved up from Cornwall, so I was looking to join some sort of team I wonder if baseball's a thing. Oh, Rugby Warhammers. Where's that? Half an hour away. Perfect. Came here, 2 reasons I stayed, realised how great of a sport it was.
Yeah.
It's just super fun to play.
Yeah.
When you don't really understand it, I think you can struggle to keep that interest. If you're not, you need to be with people who already know the game.
Yeah, you do.
If I was to just watch baseball games at home by myself, having never played before, I think I'd be very much like, I don't really know what's going on, and I don't understand how intricate it can be. Like, you know what to look out for when you've played more.
So you came, right, you know, and we've all been injured playing baseball.
Yeah, 100%.
We've all been injured playing baseball. So it's like a rite of passage. I took a ball to the eye.
Yeah. I've got a scar under here.
You've got a scar here.
Yeah.
You know, we've all had some embarrassing moments playing.
Yeah. And if you haven't,
you've not been playing hard enough.
No.
Although baseball gives you this joy of being at the park, you know, at the ballpark, we've got our own beautiful ground here. Which bit sticks out of you? What is the most embarrassing moment you've had on the baseball field?
I've got to go back to the batting, to be honest. Again, I'm just horrendous. My nerves just get the best of me going up to bat. The first few games ever played, I had so many perfect pitches that were just absolutely perfect hitters. Everyone else would have been like, that's a home run.
This is where you just
where I just stand, I literally just stand like this and go, damn it. Damn it. And then I just walk off, and just the look everyone gives me.
And the umpire.
Even umpires are like, what's this guy doing?
You know,
so for me, that is just, it's the walk back. It's the walk of shame. The walk back. No, I don't care about anybody else on their team. It's the look of everybody on your own team looking at you like, you'll get them next time, mate, or not.
The pitch count goes so fast. Before you know it, you're at 3 strikes and you're like, oh, really?
It does go quick. When you're watching a fellow teammate bat, it seems to last ages.
Yeah.
Then you go up yourself and it's like 1, 2, 3, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll go sit down then.
Yeah.
And that's if you're me anyway. If you're someone else, you're going to first or, you know, even to second if you wanted to. But
we've all had embarrassing.
But yeah, that's why I'm adamant. I'm hit, even if it's just
you're
a
just going to swing.
I just want to get on base.
Not swinging.
Exactly. I just want to get on base. I'd even be happy getting caught out.
Yeah.
I'd rather get caught out this year than just struck out from not swinging at anything.
Yeah. So my embarrassing moment, I was on third and I wasn't even paying attention to the game. So I was literally, I think I was too busy watching the next man in bat. I can't remember who it was. And then as the pitcher was lining up to make his pitch, I started like trying to steal home. I wasn't intentionally trying to steal home. I found myself next minute halfway between 3 and 1, and the guys are going, you need to get back to base. And I'm going,
back to base.
Oh yeah, I'm already there. Let's go. The pitchers turn around, pitch me out, and I'm like,
nowhere near it.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm nowhere near.
Yeah, oh god,
then,
here we go.
Yeah,
that's it.
That was it.
You have those moments though.
Or getting knocked out in the playoff last year.
Yeah.
That's up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to play, so I didn't happen to be on the bench, but I stuck it out and I felt awful doing it.
Yeah, you do though.
Yeah, you do.
Everyone's going to have a moment like that. You're all in for it. You're all going to.
We're all in for it. My brother got hit in the throat one time. That was probably my highlight, personally, seeing him get hit in the throat.
Yeah,
that was very funny. So we're going to end the show.
Jake.
Thank you very much for watching. So we're going to end the show on a baseball question. So Jack, my baseball question for you this week is: if you could change any rule when it comes to baseball, what rule would you change?
How many strikes you can get before you have to walk back? For me, anyway.
When
Yeah.
Jack Dundas comes on, he wants to do
You
that.
I think you should get at least 5. Round that up to 5, please. That would be nice. That would be
So,
good.
Anybody who is watching this, please, can you comment on our YouTube channel?
Yes.
On our Facebook. If you had any rules that you could change in baseball, what would it be? Thank you very much for listening.
That's it.
This has been the Hammer Time
Episode
Podcast,
1.
Episode 1. Thank you very much. #Hammer Time.
#Hammer Time.